Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Food for Thought. And we are having a chat with Uma Panch, the founder of Quantum Mind Lab. She's a winner of many awards. She's a mindfulness coach and a business coach. Welcome back, Uma. Great. So, Uma,
Thank you, Uttara. Pleasure to be back.
thank you. So as we discussed, Uma, we had a lot of insights you gave us about the sacred trikona methodology, the mindfulness practice at workplace and personal life. But the question always is, why is mindfulness especially relevant right now at workplace, in the community, and your personal life?
Good point and good, rightly asked question because at this time and phase, what's happening is there's too much of burnout, and it's like an epidemic. The World Health Organization has classified burnout as a syndrome, and so it is a responsibility that we need to take in the workplace and in the community to reverse this effect because we know the effect of burnout psychologically, physiologically, and there is a responsibility for psychosocial safety in the workplace and community. So that is why, more than ever before, now bringing mindfulness into our day to day life is very, very crucial so that we can have better health. It's more addressing occupational health and safety issues as well. Yeah. So more than ever before, this is the time that we bring in mindfulness. And as I said, April has been the month for United Nations World Health Day. So focusing on mindfulness is a great tool for us to help bring that level of, reducing stress in the workplace and community.
Great. Thanks, Uma. And I see that you're so passionate about this topic and, the neuroscience, the neuromindset
Yeah.
training that happens. But, you are about to start doing your PhD in mindfulness. So you did brief about why it's important in the community, but what's the current, understanding that you're hoping to explore or address as a part of this, course that you're going to be doing.
Good one again. So what I see from the research in my Masters of Research is that, there seems to be a package of mindfulness delivery by, just addressing not a a kind of a one size fits all strategy. And mindfulness is not a one size fit all. Every one of us have different way of experiencing things. And so how can mindfulness program be delivered as one size fit all? And I think it's more relevant to their age group, more relevant to gender. It's more relevant to their lifestyle. So it's very important to tailor make the mindfulness program depending on all these factors, cultural background, all this has to be considered. And then create the mindfulness program. So what I do is as I deliver for these organizations, every single delivery is tailor made to suit their environment. And that's where I see the big gap in the design and the delivery and the audience to which it is being delivered. So that is my USP, creating very bespoke training programs as relevant to the organization or the community. For example, we did the mentor mindfulness delivery that I did was very different, and it would be different from the other ones that I've done because I'm taking into consideration. Do you remember we did the need analysis? I sent out a need analysis. I wanted to understand what they wanted. It's not about come meet me where I am. It's about I want to meet you where you are. So understanding what they need and delivering a program that is suitable to their environment is where the gap is and what I'm trying to fill.
And I agree, Uma, that analysis that you did, and I've always seen your approach that it's about what people need more than what you want to deliver to them.
Yeah.
And I guess that was one of the reasons why the audience thoroughly enjoyed it. Uh, each one of them walked back with the thought in mind, a practice that they need to do, and a smile in mind, saying they felt so relaxed and happy after that mindfulness uh, practice and meditation that we did. So I completely can relate to it when I've actually seen that in action. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. And well, the other thing is, if someone's watching you today, what how do we get started with mindfulness? What's the most powerful practice that you suggest we start off with immediately? And as I said before, mindfulness for us is like, oh my God, that's another task to do for some of us. For some of us, it is an anxiety. For some
Yeah.
of us, it's like, oh, can I keep up to it? It's something that I have to do constantly. I don't have time for it. So, what's that best
Mm,
practice that you suggest?
nice. So, how about we demonstrate it? So, are you open for a short mindfulness practice right now?
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. So, I invite you to gently relax, have a seat, and gently close your eyes, your palm on your thighs facing upward. So, Uttara, while we were having this conversation, both of us are in a beta state, right? Because the brain waves are very active. So that's the beta brain wave. What you do through this mindfulness practice, just a minute. In a minute, I'm going to slowly get you to transcend to the alpha state, which is more of a calm state, heightened awareness state. Okay. So we're going to do this by first focusing on your breath. So take a deep breath in and gently exhale. One more deep breath in and exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. We are breathing all day, but perhaps we're too busy to notice that we're breathing. And this moment is conscious breathing. And while you're consciously breathing, I want you to pay attention to your thoughts, to your emotions, feelings, and sensations. And there's nothing to do about it. Just sit with the thoughts, the feeling, the emotions, and the sensation as if you've invited them with a level of acceptance, non judgment, and compassion. Beautiful. Take a deep breath again and exhale. And when you're ready, gently open your eye. Wonderful. That was your mindfulness practice. So tell me, Uttara, how was that?
Uh, I feel calmer just for
Okay,
that less than a minute
I
of
know.
that breathing exercise.
Yeah.
It definitely, you're right. It's like you're so used to it, like the breathing, you
Yeah.
don't tend to pay attention to these
Mm.
valuable things and the smaller things. But then you realize as you go, when you feel that, it's a whole lot of relaxed state that you tend to get into.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. So feels really relaxed, I must say.
There you go.
And I
Yes. So
can
that's how
imagine, and I
mindfulness.
can understand now because a lot of them typically think mindfulness or practicing mindfulness is another task, as I said. It's an
Right.
exercise. It's like
Yeah.
going to a gym, things like that. But it's not that. It's about what you already have. Just
Exactly.
just realize that
Yeah.
what you have within you as well. Just realize it. Just relax, enjoy that, and that is more than enough to calm
Yes.
your mind and to get
Absolutely. And
probably the best potential out of you.
that's right. And we are human beings, Uttara, but we've now got conditioned to human doing. So I'm asking is just be a human being. You don't have to be a human. The interesting part of mindfulness is the art of being when doing. You got to do, but you want to be when you do. That's the beauty of it.
And it's interesting how human minds are, right? Like if people want to watch a movie, they are into it.
I
But if
know,
we say
right?
people to enjoy that food by not having any distraction, just enjoying the food that they're chewing, it's so difficult for us because we're so tuned to
Yes,
not to enjoy those smaller things in life, what we
exactly.
already have, rather than we look at the other factors, the external factors for that
That's
happen.
true.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, great. Thanks, Uma. And yeah, so the other question I have, rather a viewer of us asked was, you often talk about the connection between the subconscious mind, the conscious, and the superconscious and mindfulness. Can you
Mm.
explain more about it?
Yes. So, what happens at a subconscious level? That is where all our stored memory, our conditioning, everything is at that level. When I work with clients, the predominant work I do is with tapping into the subconscious mind because that's what is your 95% of your operating system. So, everything we do, everything we experience in our life predominantly happens from that point. But it's also got its old patterns and default patterns. Hence, changing behaviors becomes really difficult. So, what I help clients do is to, from that space of subconscious conditioning, through the practice of many mindset techniques, neurolinguistic technique, and neuroplasticity technique, move them into a state of consciousness. So, at a conscious level, currently we have only 5% access. So, to reduce the subconscious access and increase the conscious access, right? That's what happens when we do this work. And the next level, what I really get excited about is the superconscious mind, that innate ability to tap into your intuition and universal intelligence. Oh my gosh, there have been answers and all these, methodology I put together, the Trikona methodology. These were all level of creativity that happened at that higher conscious level. I could have never come. Why didn't I create a Trikona methodology or the signature manifestos that I've created probably 15 years back when I didn't have mindfulness? Because I didn't have that level of consciousness. So these were divine downloads that happened as a result of enhancing my ability to tap into my subconscious mind.
Okay.
That
Lovely.
is the work I would really love for everyone to experience.
Great. Thank you so much, Uma, again. And we are coming to the end of the second episode. But having said that, the viewers have a lot more to understand about the methodology that you just explained, which will continue in our next episode. So,
Yeah.
viewers, stay tuned and we'll see you soon to understand more about the methodology Uma was talking about. Thank you.